Hey, I'm Handyman Dan with You Can Build This, and I'm going to show you how to fix a leaky shower head by changing a component in your shower handle. It only takes one part that you have to replace inside your shower handle, and you can probably get it done under an hour. Compare that to a cost of a plumber who has to do a service call fee, and then his hourly rate on top of that. You're looking at a few $100 at least, and you can do this yourself for around 60 bucks. We seriously got so lucky with our house that they installed this manifold. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I love it. Everything has its own line, and to turn off the water to a certain spot, you just have to find out which one it is and then turn it off. Now with the shower, you just have to make sure you turn off the hot and the cold. I've made that mistake before. Once you turned off the water, it's a good idea to turn the handle on to make sure that it gets all the water out that's kind of in the pipes. And it's always a little nerve-wracking to do this because if I messed up, then I'm gonna get wet. Okay. Whew. So now it's gonna drain all the water, and now we can start messing with this. This is a Delta manifold, so I had to make sure to get a Delta part to replace it. I've just got my impact driver here. I'm gonna take out these screws that are holding this on. Quit dripping on me, please. The shower head is dripping way too much, and it's making me so I can't work. So I'm gonna use my Model Infinity tool because I can't find any rubber bands and cinch this down. All right, now I can work on the shower handle without getting splattered with water. On the back side of this handle, there's just a little set screw you have to undo to get this off. If you remember on our kids' shower, I was not able to get the set screw out, but luckily I was replacing the shower handle anyways. But I would very much like to not have to replace this one. I can feel my Allen wrench slipping in here, so I'm gonna add some tape to make it a little bit bigger because it's barely slipping and I can't go the next size up because it won't fit. Still slipping. I increased the thickness of my tape. I'm gonna try it again. Dang it. Still slipping. Maybe packing tape is not the right one. Now I added some duct tape to it. Dang. It's still slipping. Well, I seriously cannot get the set screw out. Every time I try it with an 1/8 inch Allen head, it just feels like it's stripping that set screw. I tried a T20 bit and I felt like that was getting it a little bit, but it's not. It just keeps stripping it in there. I even added some penetrating oil to try and get that thing from sticking and could not get it. So I looked online. I think I can get a new handle and cartridge for in there for like 56 bucks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and break this off so I can make sure that I get the right cartridge, which really sucks, but maybe it's not too bad. Come on, gonna make it. Okay, so now I can take off this little flange, take this off. Okay, sweet. Oh, yes. You twist a little bit and you pull it out. It's got two kind of legs with it, so you don't need to crank on it too hard. I can adjust my pliers to be like this. I wiggle this back and forth. Now this has two legs, so I just want to kind of pull it straight out if I can. There we go. Since I broke off my handle, I could not use this anymore, so that was a bummer. And the set screw is still stuck in my handle. That means I can't use this. This was like 55 bucks or something like that. So I had to go to the store last night. I just needed the handle. The handle comes with the cartridge in it. I don't need this. I'm probably gonna toss this because this is really small. So I had to spend a little bit extra money just to get it fast. The crappy thing is I'm gonna throw away half this stuff. I don't need a new shower head, so I don't need a new flange for the top. I don't think I need that. I do need this kind of discussion cover, that's fine. I don't need this piece because I'm not replacing the shower head. And I don't need this manifold. Really, I just need the components that are inside. I just need this thing. With the old one, it's got this dial here. It's got this internal screw. As you turn it, this screw is what hits this, and it tells it where to stop as far as like how much hot water you want in. With this new one, it's got a similar mechanism, but it doesn't have that set screw anymore. This dial helps you to set the overall temperature range of your shower. So if you increase it to where it's going to be hotter, that means overall the shower temperature range is going to be higher. And vice versa. If you decrease it, that means you won't have as warm of a temperature range for your shower. You just want to make sure you put the H on the hot side, which is on the left-hand side typically. Inside, it's got 2 holes, and you just want to make sure you line those up. It's got 2 holes for these 2 legs. Again, making sure the H is on the left. I'm just going to push it in. Now, it probably won't go in all the way until I put that ring on it. So I've got the old ring here. I'm just going to put this on. And then by the time I tighten it all the way, it should suck this whole thing in. And don't worry if you scratch this because it gets covered up later. Here you can see it says hotter, colder. So when you pull it and twist it like that, it'll make the overall temperature hotter. By pulling it out going this way, you make the overall temperature not get as hot. I'm going to take this old gasket off. I'm going to put this new gasket on right there. And then this came with a little plastic piece that you put inside of this cap. This kind of beauty cap. You push it all the way down. And you slide that on. And yeah, should sit flush with this. Sometimes it's a little easier if you put the screws in first. And then you line them up with your manifold just so you can see them as you tighten them down a little bit the first time. All right, with this all in, I put the set screw so that it was just barely about to come into that little spot right there. And then you can go ahead and slide it over there and then tighten the set screw down over this. The set screw doesn't need to be cranked down too tight. In fact, I'd highly recommend you don't crank it down because that's exactly what caused our issue in the first place where we had to break our handle. It was cranked down too much and it made it so that over time with the water hitting it, it got corroded and it got stuck. You just want that set screw in enough to where your handle is nice and smooth and it doesn't wobble back and forth. I just turned the water back on downstairs. So now I'm going to test this out to see how it works. It will have a little bit of air bubbles in there, so that's fine if it goes choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. All right, and that's how you fix a shower handle.
Aside from my 3 trips to the big box store, this was a great success. And we saved a ton of money doing this ourselves.
How do they see through this?
If this helped you and you want to see even more DIY videos like this, make sure to check out our other playlists. And make sure to check out our DIY community on School, where we have a ton of videos and content to help you with your next project. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Our shower is all done and it works so good. And we saved a ton of money. Mucho dinero. Bastante dinero. Aside from my, let's see. If this helped you and you want to see more videos. Okay, bye-bye.